Razorbacks. They're electric players. KJ Jefferson got 6'3", 240 pounds. Beat you with his arms, beat you with his legs. Exciting player all over the field. Rocket Sanders, second in the SEC in rushing. Has that home run speed, but also the physicality to run the ball between the tackles. So even with all of the opt-outs and kind of the different feel for the Arkansas team, the star players are playing here tonight for the Razorbacks.
Well, Kansas has kept about all of their star players, including the #1 quarterback, Jalen Daniels, the #1 running back, that's Devin Neal. And for more, let's bring in Taylor McGregor.
Well, Dave, to understand what this means to Kansas, you have to remember that just over a year and a half ago, Kansas had just fired Les Miles, and they were searching for their new head coach. Athletic director Travis Goff sent out a survey to football players asking them what they desired in their next head coach. The #1 answer was longevity. They wanted a coach who would stick around. Well, eventually Lance Leipold was hired. Fast forward to now, they're playing in their first bowl game since 2008, and this will also be the first bowl game that Leipold coaches in since signing his extension to stay in Lawrence through 2029. Players told me that the #1 focus is to get a win for Coach because of his commitment to them.
They've got a lot of positive momentum, the Jayhawks do. Their second Liberty Bowl appearance, they lost NC State way back in 1973. Absolutely gorgeous evening here. Temperatures have been in the 50s all day. There's a nasty cold snap here that caused all sort of breaks in water mains throughout Memphis. That's been a huge story here. But right now it's about football, and it's about the AutoZone Liberty Bowl, which is underway. And Arkansas will take it right there. A.J. Green on the kickoff, rushing for over 200 yards 8 times this season. He'll air that one out, get it across the 40-yard line.
Sits down in the middle of zone coverage right there to get the first.
Little flip forward and going to gain another. Dubinian with the carry, and he'll pick up 8 yards.
He has a chance to hand it off, run it, or shovel it underneath.
Now Arkansas going at warp speed here early on. Jefferson going to keep it. He's to the 40-yard line, dipping that shoulder down. Another big gain and a first. He has a very strong arm when he wants to show that. Going to hand it off here, trying to bounce to the outside. Once again, it'll be Sanders. So a 37-yard field goal attempt here. Cam Little and a whistle. That one is going to be good. Kansas giving up the 3 quickly. Arkansas on the opening drive ahead 3-0. Team, and there's Crawford going out. We just mentioned him a moment ago. Crawford at 6'5", 325 pounds. Like they could afford to have more injuries and more departures in the city of Memphis as well. Thomas the back. Hole opened up and then closed pretty fast. He jumped to his feet but already down. Kansas already getting the offense in gear. Daniels on top of his game, and 7 up there for the Jayhawks.
But he grew a lot this year from the year before in the passing game. We know he can run, but you see him grow in the passing game. You see right here, I mean, the physicality of his ability to run between the tackles makes a difference. And what's really exciting for people, and I even think for everybody in this game,
it's been very tough to stop on 3rd down, 2nd down and long here. Neal. He'll step up, looking downfield. Daniels gets rid of it, and it's incomplete.
Arkansas getting bit by the injury bug early. Rocket Sanders taken to the locker room just moments ago after getting rolled up on. He came off of the field after his last offensive series. I saw him holding his left quad, went into the tent momentarily, and then they just escorted him to the locker room. I will keep you posted when I know more, guys.
Again, last thing in the world they could take right now is a key injury like their #1 running back. So A.J. Green takes over, and he's going to try and bounce outside to the 40-yard line. Another empty look here for KJ Jefferson. Going to throw long. He has a very strong arm. Has a man wide open and going to go into the end zone for the touchdown. Matt Landers going all the way for the 8th time this season. No flags on the play.
And if you look at this, a great job. He ran a little double move off the line, got the DB, falls down. He's one-on-one, and that's what they're trying to do. When they are losing their depth at receiver with a couple of receivers not playing in this game, both offenses are explosive. The defenses have not been high points. And well, I mean, there's a great.
Once again, the ball getting down, a fumble, and Arkansas has recovered. Arkansas has recovered at the 15-yard line.
You see, that's the second mistake, second time Kansas has put the ball down on the ground today. At the very end, the ball holds up into the air. Returner's trying to fair catch it right here, but it holds up on him a little bit, and Sevion Morris can't get underneath it. The fumble, the turnover, and all the momentum right now on Arkansas' side.
Harper Cole, the sophomore from Aurora, Illinois, scooping that up. With about 6 minutes to go here in the first. Little lob toward the end zone, touchdown. You talk about a fast strike. From 17 yards, Washington with the catch.
And right here, you're going to see they're going to start with motion, and you have the formation, two receivers into the boundary to kind of set the passing strength into the short side of the field. The motion, you see the linebackers trying to communicate where we're going, fake a screen left, fake a screen right, and there goes the tight end right down the middle of the field. They lose him. Here he is, blocking. Releases late down the middle of the field. If you haven't seen him, they put up yards in a hurry, and he is a big-time quarterback.
And his rolling pressure, boy, he took a pop and he released that one incomplete.
Different style than they've played all year, and we're going to see Kansas got to make some adjustments to that style.
First down 10 for Daniels. Daniels rifles. That one's going to be picked off, intercepted by Arkansas. That's McAdoo. Still on his feet, finally dragged down, and the pick for the Razorbacks.
And he was a little bit late with the throw. You see off the play action. Here's the fake. Here comes the crossing route across the field. There's really good coverage. McAdoo just steps in front of it, beats him to the ball. Great job, great defensive play, great coverage. And really, that's one that Jalon Daniels is going to learn.
Looking downfield. Fires that one and complete. And for a big gain and a first down, complete to Jaden Wilson.
Here comes the pressure.
He escapes that. On the move, looking to grab a block and scoots out of bounds. Clock counting down here in the first quarter. Trying to get into the end zone again. A little bit of a slip there. Now Jefferson staying on his feet, diving for that goal line, and he is in, and that is a touchdown.
His strength and his will down at the goal line. Right here, there's two Kansas players right there for him, but he gets low, extends the ball out.
What a great effort.
Great effort. That's a touchdown.
Further review.
This great crowd tonight's going to be calling the pigs here soon.
Welcome back to the AutoZone Liberty Bowl, part of Capital One Bowl Mania. Picture perfect night. A little on the cool side, not very windy, a little bit of that, not too much. Just gorgeous weather, and Arkansas is loving it. 221 yards already, Dan, and the 24 points is the most in a quarter by one team in Liberty Bowl history. At halftime, people very, very happy with him. He's very popular. And another one's going to be picked off. Or is it going to bounce? And indeed, he is going to get it. Dwight McGlover got that one.
This is not what we've seen from Kansas all year. This is their third turnover of the game. You see, it's man-to-man coverage. They pass off the route combination, and just not a great throw by him against the blitz right there. Combination, great. McGlover gets his eyes up, makes the pick. Jalon Daniels with 2 interceptions tonight. Only had 2 on the entire season coming into the game.
Jefferson looking to throw and got that one complete here on the near sideline. As the primary color since 1951.
That makes it fun right there. And great play again. The Arkansas defense.
Arnold in motion, far out to the left. Daniels again trying to get in gear, has time in the pocket. Now he's going to be flushed out and trying to get free. He's dragged down on the play. Arkansas gets to him.
Playing some different looks on the back end with the coverage is causing some confusion. A lot of times you haven't practiced against this look coming into the game. Even though other teams play it, you've seen it. There's great time here on the play, but
2-10 to 6-6, and the extension of the contract. Jefferson trying to wriggle free, looking downfield, directing traffic, and they get the pass complete. Rifle that one to Stevens. Second down and 12. And Jefferson with the handoff. Got a big hole right up the middle. Dubinion with a major carry as he'll gain 26.
Having coached in it twice, they do such a fantastic job.
Looking for that end zone once again and into the touchdown. In for the touchdown is A.J. Green from 20 yards. And no flags on the play.
Be able to go run the football and do it. And you see here, it's a zone read, but it's a reverse zone read. So K.J. Jefferson right there reading number 99. The Arkansas defense is getting into this 4-down quarter scheme. They've really struggled with the adjustments of the Arkansas defense coming into this game.
Well, you got to tip your cap to Sam Pittman, being able to rally his team despite all of the departures. And as we have talked about tonight,
let's get into bunch routes, create some pick routes, and see if we can create one-on-one opportunities down the field.
And there's with some time, got a short, pretty good pop right there at the 35-yard line, laid on Quentin Skinner by Quincy McAdoo, who's having himself a really good Liberty Bowl. Daniel says Torrey Loughlin in the backfield wants to throw short and going to be broken up. Busted up by Chris Paul.
I think he's taken a lot of pride in that he's the future middle linebacker and the center of this Arkansas defense here in the future.
Did you coach bowl games differently than you did regular season?
When you get here to the game, you don't. You're still going. You'll see some tricks maybe every once in a while because you can't take them into the offseason, so you might as well use them in the bowl game. But I think the key to the bowl game is make sure everybody has a great time. It's a celebration. Everybody has fun. They enjoy being here. They want to be here and go make plays. But the key that makes every bowl game great is winning. And bailed out of it.
And another big hit on the play as Dubinion
was on the snap and able to get movement by the offensive line.
Trying to get free and does eventually get away. And bounces off Jefferson.
15 more at the end.
And flags as well at the end of the play.
If you got a hold of them, you better hold on tight and get some more friends to come to the party to get them down on the ground. You look
after the play. Personal foul, late hit out of bounds. Defense number one.
If you're going to bring it, you better bring it when you go to tackle him right there. And then Kenny Logan's got to be smarter there at the end of the play. You had all the momentum. You're getting ready to go into halftime. Get him out of bounds.
Jefferson trying to punch it in again. Tremendous run there. Going to fire toward the end zone. And that one is going to be intercepted. Intercepted by O.J. Burrows.
And that's the play that the Kansas defense we've been waiting for to make. We're saying big play. It's an RPO. You look at K.J. Jefferson reading. He sees he's got one-on-one coverage on the slant. Just what a great job right there by O.J. Burrows, beating him to the ball. Beating the receiver to the ball, reading the play.
31-13 Arkansas, but Kansas turning the momentum their way here in the final moments before halftime. And from Memphis, getting ready for the second half, Arkansas on top of Kansas. 31-13 at the break. Rocket Sanders, outstanding running back for Arkansas, will not return because of fifth best in the nation in yards per play, 7 per play, led by Jalen Daniels. And going to stay on the ground here and a carry by and passing for 13. In the pocket, some pressure and off the fingertips. He wanted Arnold again. Now the quarterback Jefferson. Handing off once again. Dubinion finding open space to rumble and got down near the 50-yard line.
Step out of their gaps, looking for that reverse, and it opens up the seams.
Again, great tempo here. And again, staying on the ground. And a run by Stevens. Stevens busting tackles on the way.
And create a tackle for loss.
Jefferson to rifle that one and complete. Down to the 20-yard line on a sliding grab.
His ability to make the throws down the field.
Arkansas, great tempo once again. And they're going to try for the end zone once again, but shut down on the run, Dubinion.
24 yards on this drive, Dubinion. With the personnel they have, and they're going to keep feeding him.
And looking to punch it in again, and they do. Another touchdown here for Arkansas.
Yeah, just the physicality up front and, breaking a tackle, but great job reaching the ball out.
He feels like they had a good first series, and then he started to press.
Little tap on the back of the head there for encouragement for his quarterback, Arnold. They showed up tonight, and they have a commanding lead here over Kansas. That was going to be incomplete. The toss by Daniels.
Possible. I think for everybody that's a fan of college football, it certainly did that, and everybody's really excited. These are going to be two great playoff games.
They ought to be. If I were to say to you, set Georgia aside, I know how fond you are of the Bulldogs, the SEC and everything else, and I totally agree with you there. But if it's not Georgia, who else is going to win the national championship?
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense number 4, his first of the game, 15-yard penalty, repeat second down.
6:29 to go in the third. A little extra at the end.
Correction, the result of the play is a third down. Third down, Arkansas.
Well, I wondered.
That's on Bryce Stevens, the wide receiver. Brings up first down and 10. Daniels with time. Another one complete. Fairchild. Fairchild trying to bust forward. Gets down to the 5-yard line.
And chip away at this lead.
Daniels for the end zone, but it's going to be incomplete.
Late flag.
Pass interference. Defense number 3. The foul occurred in the end zone. By rule, the ball replaced at the 2-yard line. Automatic first down.
That's a tough call, right?
Yeah.
I don't. They've been kind of letting them play on the perimeter a little bit.
First and goal. Thomas gets in for a touchdown. Arkansas fans looking for the stop here in the early
Man-to-man coverage.
Here's Daniels throwing again. His receiver went down, incomplete. The 6'6" freshman trying to draw Kansas a little bit closer here. Just a handful of touches for him before the injury. So Jefferson making a move here across the 35-yard line. Stopped by Caleb Sampson. Daniels on a handoff. A delay there, but nothing doing. Inside the 5. Daniels. And off the hands of his intended receiver, Fairchild. Could not make the catch. Then 4 yards to Fairchild, shorter on the second one. Daniels going to step up and use those legs. Took a pretty good pop. Yeah, he did, by Chris Paul. And you're going to feel that.
And Tanaka Scott with a great block to seal that on the perimeter.
Daniels diving down, lost the football. It was a fumble. Able to dive back on top of that.
Jalen Daniels running a dig. He turns it back to the outside to get in phase with his quarterback.
Picked up the first, a bobble, and that one is deflected. McLaughlin, who has 4 interceptions this year.
Yeah, he's their top cover corner right there. He's got great size. He's a transfer from LSU. He's the guy that they depend on. You like your play calls on 4th and 5. Watch the blitz here from Arkansas. See if they come after him.
Daniels with time. Gonna run and throw. It's tipped, and it's gonna be incomplete. And Arkansas buckles down again on defense. And a tip by Jackson Woodard.
What a great play by Jackson Woodard. They bluffed the blitz and bailed out. See, Jalen Daniels scrambling, just gets a tip on it. He had his tight open. Trevor Cardell open right behind him. Game-saving play right there for the Arkansas defense. They're going to try to run out the clock here and with power football.
First down
Quick
and
throw
10.
out here. They're not covering the receivers.
Again, staying on the ground, which was such a huge part of Arkansas' success when they won games this year, and 2 on the ground. As you guys routed Rice 44-7.
And then headed down to Beale Street, right?
There were times he was a little bit down, which is against his regular personality. He's a very upbeat guy. They're going to try and air this one out. And complete for a big gainer. Arkansas with a major strike there.
Watch for them to take a shot, kind of call checkmate to put this game around away. What does KJ Jefferson do? They max protect. Take a shot to your go-to guy, Matt Landers, at 6'5". Put it up there for him. He boxes out the DB, makes the catch. And it really on that play almost put this game on ice here for Arkansas.
Yeah, 43 yards with that one.
You see Landers, he was a guy they're going to count on coming into this game. And you've seen some other receivers come out tonight. Bryce Stevens, I think, had a really nice night for him. But he was their guy that was their guy they were going to count on. And you see his 2 catches for over 100 yards. He's made the big plays and explosive plays when they've needed him.
Dominion
Kansas
pushed back by Caleb Sampson.
It's a 30-second timeout.
No, because he does it all. You look at the numbers tonight.
Little razzle-dazzle
And
here.
LeBron's going to stay aggressive.
Landers staying on his feet, got inside the 20, and now they're going to give it away. Turned over. A fumble picked up by Kansas. Kobe Bryant. Bryant eventually taken down after the turnover, so a little excitement late in
this
this
a fumble
one.
recovered by the defense. First and 10, Kansas.
We're going to replay it, see if this is a fumble or not.
Yep, lost it there.
I don't see a lot on that angle right there that could make you overturn this call. Let's see here. No. Again, there's sometimes on these calls,
And Marvin Grant
you don't
forcing the
get an
fumble.
angle to see if he was down or not. Let's see if the ball, he's down. I think they're going to overturn this. I think his
Officials
elbow hit
timeout
right there.
for an injured player.
I think his elbow hit right there to cause the fumble. They saw that angle. I think on this angle, you're going to see right here, it looks like when his arm hits, the ball comes out. The question is it coming loose beforehand at all? It doesn't look like it. But is that enough to overturn it? And that's one of the things that comes up. That has to be definitive evidence that he was in complete control when that arm hit the ground.
Right, because a call is made on the field.
And that it looks like he was. To me.
Turnovers have a way of dictating that, don't they?
Absolutely. And turnovers been a huge factor in this game as the turnovers, the 3 turnovers in the first half by Kansas, allowing Arkansas to take that lead early in the game and really kind of control the game and make Kansas have to play from behind the rest of the night has been huge.
After further review, the ruling on the field of a fumble recovered by the defense stands. First and 10, Kansas.
And that's the tricky one. On the sidelines, they're getting the special teams, they're getting the onside kick team ready.
Daniels flushed out and down he goes. He's sacked on the play.
With 7.5 tackles for loss and 6.5 sacks on the year, giving his receiver time to get down the field on the deep dig route.
Daniels wants the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas. For the onside kick.
Great bounce.
Takes a bounce. Kansas jumps on it. Kansas jumping on it. They've got the football in the final quarter. On the move again. Daniels flips it incomplete. And 46 seconds to play.
If you don't get it.
Jalen Daniels rifles that one and touchdown into the end zone. Luke Grimm. The Jayhawks strike again from 21 yards. Empty backfield. He goes for the end zone. And 2. Arnold with the catch. Kansas comes all the way back in this thing. And they have tied it at 38. Well, Kansas with 25 unanswered points to tie this game shockingly. So it's the first Liberty Bowl to go to overtime since 2010. Arkansas defeated East Carolina in that one by a final score of 20-17. So the overtime rules, coin toss coming. Each team gets 1 possession from the opponent's 25 per overtime to the first 2 overtimes. Must go for 2-point conversion after touchdown, starting with the second overtime. Alternating 2-point conversions replace offensive possessions, starting with the third
we're going to play just a little bit more football tonight. The overtime procedures are just a little bit different, so listen carefully. The winner of the toss will choose either offense, defense, or which end of the field. The loser of the toss will exercise the remaining option. You remain the visiting team. What is your call? The call is heads. It is tails. Arkansas has won the toss and is elected to start their first overtime series on defense. We will begin the overtime series in the south end zone. Good luck, gentlemen.
Daniels, the junior quarterback, rim in motion. Keeping it on the ground once again for Thomas. Thomas is denied. 4th down and goal from the 2-yard line. Lachlan the back. Daniels. Daniels on the move. Tosses for the end zone and got it. Jared Casey. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Jefferson going short. Trying to strike right back. And all the way down close to the 5-yard line. Jefferson with another handoff here. Looking for the end zone. Diving in to Binion. And in for the touchdown. So that did not take long. Arkansas quickly back into the end zone.
We've seen them do this all night. The reverse zone read. It's a quarterback power, I'm sorry. So what they're doing is they're pulling the backside guard around.
Jefferson off the snap. Moving toward the end zone, and he is in from 20 yards out. And not a flag drop there.
You see him here. Just a design quarterback run all the way. They had a bubble screen with it. Great job pulling up. I think that was looked like Dalton Wagner pulling up through the hole right here. Right there on the block on the safety.
Binion comes as the back alongside Jefferson. Jefferson keeping the football, flips it, and they convert. And complete to Wilson.
It's time. That's what you've practiced. Say on the 2-point conversion all year. So riding it. You see the receiver start to get lost. He looks at receiver 1. Great job getting to a second receiver in the progression.
Quarterback trying to get in, and he does on his feet in for the touchdown. The 2-point conversion to tie it again.
And you've used one. You got one, and the team practices it. And here you go. You're going to your second 2-point conversion call now. They had to use one to tie it.
He scampers on the move again.
Nope.
And they stopped him. They stopped him. A flag is down on the play, but he did not get in.
Personal foul. Targeting. Defense number 24. That play is under further video review.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't know if I've ever had a game
Come down to this.
where the replay official right now is deciding whether the game's over or not.
In overtime.
In double overtime on a targeting call.
On Quincy McAdoo.
Who's had a tremendous night. Let's see. Ooh, I don't know. He did lower the helmet.
Ball came loose on this play.
Boy.
Wow. So maybe coming down to a targeting call. Whether Kansas is still alive here. Boy, again, the ball coming free at the very end of the play. So it is under review. This game has had a little bit of everything and then some.
Well, how about the drama right here of everybody? Now, if it is targeting, it'll move the ball half the distance to the goal, and they're still going to have to run another 2-point play to tie it. So the Kansas side, everybody right now is, as a coach, you kind of like you're thinking, what's going on? All the players, just calm everybody down. You got the Arkansas defense saying, hey, this is what to expect. Let's call the play. I don't care about the call on the field. Don't worry about that. Here's the next play. The Kansas offense sitting here say, hey, the ball's going to be ours. We're going to have it at the 1.5-yard line. Here's the play we're going to run at this point of the game, and everyone getting together. And if the official comes up and say, nope, the game's over, then the game's over.
Look there. Of course, if it's not targeting, game's over.
That's it. And
so what do you think?
I see Crown. Yeah, there it is on that angle. You see him lower the head with crown of the helmet, but Well, I've seen, listen, you sit in there, Steve Shaw, the head of officials, it's a great job. They have a test tape, and you have to say, is this targeting, not targeting? This is one of those that's right there on the edge.
Well, it's just an incredible finish, and it's not over yet. But Kansas coming from 25 points down in the second half to force overtime and then another overtime. And it's not over yet because this is under review, whether we have targeting.
And this is the tough one because you want to get this call right. And unfortunately right now, by trying to get it right, you're really slowing every aspect of the game down. Both teams are exhausted at this point in the game. You're slowing the game way down, but you know what? I mean, obviously the game hangs in the balance. So you want to make sure you get this call right and make the right decision.
So the ruling on the field, all important, was targeting.
And this is one of these right here. Here we go.
And the replay official is David Lambros.
After further review, the ruling of a targeting with the crown of the helmet is confirmed. 15 yards of the penalties, half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
And targeting can't stand.
Correction, we are going to replay the try.
It needs to be confirmed, and they confirmed it right there. And with the blitz, nope.
Daniels back, throws this one, and they do get in once again. And that's Jared Casey once again. So now this begins to feel a lot like a World Cup soccer shootout.
It's the penalty kicks right now, right?
Sure
and
does.
It's going back and forth on 2-point plays. Kansas going to a bare defense right here. Pure man coverage. They got everybody crowding the line of scrimmage to stop the run.
So here's Jefferson in the third overtime. Lofts this one, and he's got it to Binion in the end zone for 2.
To get into a run-stopping, bare defense formation, everybody's up in man-to-man coverage. Then you see the 2 receivers come underneath, a little pick route for Binion around the sidelines, and they get. If you see it, they'll shift out. They get him into a run-stopping, man-to-man defense. Kansas back with Bean in the game, and here it is.
Looking for that end zone. The throw, and it's incomplete. And Arkansas wins it.
End of the game.
55-53 in 3 overtimes. They win the AutoZone Liberty Bowl in the highest scoring Liberty Bowl ever. Now what a way to end it.
What a game. What a game. Unbelievable resolve by both teams. For Arkansas being up 25 in the game in hand and losing it. And unbelievable what Lance Leipold's been able to create the culture at Kansas for them to battle back to get this to a third overtime. Heartbreaking that someone would even have to lose this game.
Jason Bean looking for Arnold, but not to be. Let's get on to Taylor.
Thank you, Coach. Where is your heart rate at right now?
I don't know. You know, we did what we had to do at the end of the game, but we should have put it away 3 minutes to go in the game, but unfortunately. Give Kansas a lot of credit. They fought their tails off, but I'll say this. It ain't about who we don't have here, it's who we had. This football team, they said they wanted to play. I know they did. We did too. And we're Liberty Bowl, AutoZone Liberty Bowl champs, and I'm damn proud of our football team.
I saw you point to your interim defensive coordinator and said you have one chance. What were you telling him in that moment?
I said, go after them. I wanted to go after them. You know, we weren't being able to man them up. I wanted to go put some pressure on them. We got lucky there at the end. Hey, we're Liberty Bowl champs. I'm just excited as I can be.
Coach, it's been an up and down season for you. How does a victory impact the way you look back at this season?
Well, 34 people are going to be champions, and we're the Liberty Bowl champions. It's going to help in the offseason, and it's going to help tonight, I can tell you that. So proud of Arkansas Razorback Nation, and so proud of everybody, and just so happy. I'm just a hell of a game, happy we won.
You're with your wife right here. How all are you celebrating this win?
Well, all of the night, I can promise you, but it's a great win for the program.
Coach, appreciate your time. Guys?
Arkansas securing a winning season, 7-6 in the end, but What a thriller. I mean, if you tuned out of this game like midway through the third, man, did you miss a lot.
I mean, unbelievable game. Records falling, highest scoring Liberty Bowl, most passing yards. Just the resolve of both teams. The excitement of this game coming right down to the wire was unbelievable. One of the great bowl games of the year. And here it is, the final play of the game. The incomplete pass. Jason Bean with the ball in his hands. Chance looking to run it in and just misses it.
Arkansas and Kansas facing off on a football field for the first time since October of 1906. It was worth the wait. Arkansas, they built a big lead early, and they're up 31-13. Rashad Dubinion hogs up, what's that, 25? All right. They had a bunch of opt-outs, and folks go to the portal. The question is like, you never know who wants to play, who's going to play. Well, it looks like Arkansas is good. Well, Arkansas here driving. We got 3 minutes to go. Matt Landers hit by Marvin Grant, balls out. Kobe Bryant. And Kansas, okay, I mean, you get 60 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Signed up for 60. Jalen Daniels. Kevin Terry. That's 2nd and 29. Move the chains. Next play, Daniels will find Doug Emilien. It's an 8-point deficit. Need the onside kick, Steve. It bounces, and now we're on it. Tabor Allen kicks. Kenny Logan Jr. They pounce on the football, but again, a lot's going to have to go right. Daniels, Luke Grimm, who had just an enormous game. 46 seconds. They're approaching the red zone. The heck with the red zone. End zone. Lawrence Arnold. All right, that's Grimm, I beg your pardon, for the touchdown. It's Lawrence Arnold in the back of the end zone for the 2 they've got to have. If you had Kansas, you were like, yeah, this is great. Maybe we don't need the 2. That's a different story. 2 overtime. It's 4th and goal. Daniels. Jared Casey, a legend forever.
Yep.
For the win in Austin. He's all alone. That's on 4th down. Kansas up 7. Arkansas, this was a very easy answer. Dubinion in. And it's 45 all. I thought maybe Coach Pitt would go for 2. Nope, kicked the extra point. 2nd overtime. KJ Jefferson. He's a big fella and an excellent runner, and that's easy. 2nd overtime, you got to go for 2. They go for 2. They get it. They're up 8. Now Kansas. There goes Daniels. They're down 2. Kansas going for the 2 to tie. Daniels. Looking, met by 1, 2, 3 Hogs, and there's a flag that's out, and the flag is targeting on Quincy McAdoo, which means Kansas gets another shot. So Kansas, how many plays you got for 2? We got a zillion to Casey. There he is again. It's 53-all. Now, 3rd overtime, you know the rule, right? This is where we have to go for 2, which is kind of goofy, but that's the rule. Jefferson, perfect pass to Dubinion, and Arkansas is up 2. They go Philly special, and Jason Bean, he's a quarterback too. Oh, he sails it. And another look you're going to see. Who's always open, Steve?
Tight end.
And the tight end, Mason Fairchild, looked like he might have been free to tie it, but Arkansas builds a huge lead, sees it get away, and in the end, Coach Pitt's guys win the game.
We got lucky there at the end. We're Liberty Bowl champs. I'm just excited as I can be. I'll say this, it ain't about who we don't have here, it's who we had. This football team, they said they wanted to play, I know they did. We did too.
If you're curious, if you had the over, did you win?
Yes, sir!
108 combined points, the 4th highest scoring bowl game of all time. The 2001 GMAC Bowl between Marshall and East Carolina. The all-timer, 125 by way of a Byron Leftwich David Garrard battle that went to double overtime. Both teams nearly cleared the game's total in that one on their own.
Over in the Liberty Bowl. Hogs walking into Memphis. Got it. So what we did there, looking to finish the season above 500. KJ Jefferson, remember, guys, he's going to be back next year, and Razorback fans are excited because they're going to see more of that fish. How about that throw?
Yeah, beautiful throw. Beautiful timing as well.
Hogs in front, ensuing kickoff. Muff! Arkansas going to take over in the Kansas red zone. Look like LSU football special teams this year. First play on the next possession. Oh, we got a little bit of momentum flowing. 2 touchdowns in about 10 seconds for the Hogs. First quarter, 3rd and 6. Jefferson to Jaden Wilson, 30 yards in the first down. And later in the drive, Jefferson is just a force to be reckoned with. Kind of reminds me of Cam Newton when you see him sometimes.
Whoa. Not sure about that.
Listen, Patrick was talking about Missouri winning SEC hoops. I could say that KJ Jefferson looks like Cam Newton.
Not even close.
It's late, man. We say whatever we want. Fourth quarter, Hogs rolling, right? 38-23.
Ooh.
Landers on the reverse. Now, take a look at this. I'm not saying it was Pac-12 referees calling this game, but it was Pac-12 referees calling this game. Is this a fumble?
No. Well, they called that a fumble.
They called that a fumble. Call on the field stands, so it was a scoop. Ensuing Kansas possession, Jane Daniels throws it over the middle, just like that. Jayhawks moving the chains. Next play, Daniels, touchdown.
Shotgun.
Remember, Hogs were in control. It's just an onside kick. You can get this, right? Someone's got to get the ball. No one even close to it. Jayhawks recover. Then Jalen Daniels to Luke Grimm. You should cover him. Touchdown. They still got to get a 2-point conversion. No way, right?
Yes way.
That's why the game went to overtime. Incredible. We're not even going to show you the first overtime. We got a second overtime. Kansas needs a 2-point conversion to get it done. 53-51. Daniels. All right, it's over, right?
Out.
Arkansas wins the game. Hold on. Flag on the field. Oh, no. They call a targeting play. Keeps it alive. Daniels to Casey. We got a basketball game. We'd actually be pretty good between Arkansas and Kansas, not going to lie. 53-53. 3 overtimes. Remember, now they just go for it on 2-point conversions. Jefferson.
Touch. Beautiful play call.
Davidian puts the Hogs up front. Jefferson, 287, 2 touchdowns and 130 yards. And how about that? Kansas going to a bag of tricks. Triple overtime. Oh, no. Looked like a young Joe Milton with that pass. It didn't work. Arkansas wins a thriller. 55-53 in not 1, in not 2, but 3 overtimes, giving the Hogs a 7th victory of the season. A nice little bonus also for Sam Pittman here. He was postgame.
I'll say this, it ain't about who we don't have here, it's who we had. This football team, they said they wanted to play, I know they did. We did too. And we're Liberty Bowl, AutoZone Liberty Bowl champs, and I'm damn proud of our football team.
I saw you point to your interim defensive coordinator and said you have one chance. What were you telling him in that moment?
I said go after them. I wanted to go after them. You know, we weren't being able to man them up. I wanted to go put some pressure on them. We got lucky there at the end. Hey, we're Liberty Bowl champs. I'm just excited as I can be.
Coach, it's been an up and down season for you. How does a victory impact the way you look back at this season?
Well, 34 people are going to be champions, and we're the Liberty Bowl champions. It's going to help in the offseason, and it's going to help tonight, I can tell you that. So proud of Arkansas, Razorback Nation, and so proud of everybody, and just so happy. I'm just a hell of a game, happy we won.
Yes, sir. That man needs a cold beer. I think he might have one on the way home. Arkansas finishing 7-6 to give the Razorbacks consecutive winning seasons for the first time since they put 3 straight back in 2014 to 2016. Second straight year, Hogs ranked to the AP top 10, and Wednesday's victory the 5th in their last 6 bowl appearances.